Hello everyone. It's a bit too late for coffee, but this one is without caffeine, so it should be fine. So, greetings to everyone. Hi Lech. Oh, Marco. Hello. Let's discuss about MacBooks. Let me make it a little bit smaller. Fit the screen. Yeah, we'll discuss MacBooks for sure. Let me start this to do not forget. Hello, England. Let me make you guys a little bit smaller to fit the screen. Hello, Rafael. I'm in right t-shirt. So I was ready for your visit on stream. Thank you. This is not Spotify playlist. That is Epidemic Sounds playlist. So sorry, my own kind of picket music from Epidemic Sounds. That's nice. That's nice. Hello from Uganda. Pancakes. Yeah, today I was in kind of sport mode. Exercise in gym on morning, then some healthy food, and yeah, I should have some, I don't know, hamburger or something for evening, but yeah, don't have. Hey Megan, hello. I doubt I can. Yeah, that's what I would like to talk about. How was first week with M1Pro and kind of general, things. Yeah, I was ready, just in case, if you will come, I was ready. So, yes, shortly about stream. So it's happened so that there is not so much time like it was before for streaming. And yeah, I kind of missed those co-working streams, but it is how it is, yeah. More freelancing work means less time for streaming, so I decided let's maybe try to do some kind of regular streams. Let me play music, otherwise it feels somehow too silent for me. So yeah, and I kind of was thinking that there is not so much time for those co-working streams. Those were fun, it was interesting and good to work together, and it was nice to have chat with you in the breaks. And yeah, I was missing the chat with you, so I decided maybe let's try to just schedule at least hour in a week for, let's say, just chat streams, just talk streams. And yeah, let me know what you think about that. And today I would like to have some, let's say, loose discussion about and around new MacBooks and so on, and yeah, whatever you will have in your list, to discuss. And co-working streams, we'll see. Those, I try to find some schedule for those co-working streams, but that becomes kind of harder and harder. Unfortunately, we'll see. So yeah, what specification I got for MacBook? I got 16-inch base MacBook, that is 16 gigabytes of RAM, M1Pro processor, and with only one upgrade, 1 terabyte of SSD, because even for programming 512 SSD is not enough. I still have my M1 MacBook, I didn't sold it yet, and in this one I have 512 gigabytes SSD, and that is barely enough for kind of programming and day-to-day tasks. So that's why I choose to get 1 terabyte. And yeah, for those who don't know that story, I was waiting for my MacBook for delivery for 89 days. It's kind of crazy. I ordered it on first day when they was available here in Latvia. That was October 20, and I got it when it was on Monday. Yeah, probably on Monday. This Monday. Oh, okay, I really do not remember. No, it was previous Monday. Yeah, previous Monday. So, anyways, almost 3 months of waiting for delivery. That's just crazy. And my friend ordered 1 week later than I did, and finally he got kind of estimate for delivery. He ordered kind of more powerful. He ordered 64 gigabytes of RAM, 16-inch MacBook Pro. To be frank, I don't remember for sure, but I guess it was M1Max. And he got estimate that he will get delivered his Mac in middle of April. So he cancelled that order and ordered 32 gigabytes of RAM, 16-inch MacBook Pro, M1 Max, and that will be delivered in the middle of the March. That's what they are kind of promising today. So my suggestion, buy whatever you can get if you need that Mac. If not, if you can wait, then yeah, be ready to wait for a long time. Yeah. So yeah, about that custom config, that is kind of risky, and that can happen that you will need to wait for that custom config for a while. Yeah. Let me wake up that Canon to focus on me. Yeah, I'm here. Oh, healthy pancakes. Okay, yeah, banana, vanilla mix. Maybe. Yeah, hey. Yeah, what I'm thinking about Microsoft products and software and so on, those are kind of hard questions to ask because I'm developing iOS applications. That means Mac for development. Music is loud. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so I used micro. Actually, let me silence that music. We don't need it. I used Microsoft Windows for a while when I was working in corporate environment, and I don't mind to use Microsoft, especially if you are talking about Word and so on. So all the Office package, that is really great product, and why not? But for programming and especially for iOS development, I will prefer Mac OS and Macs, of course. Oh, hey James. Sorry. Yeah. Where to learn iOS development? I am recommending start with Hacking with Swift. That is a really nice place to go. This one actually is not from GrooveMate. This is one from Hub. I forgot that company. Whatever, but they are all about the similar. Can you hear me good now? Let me know, please. Okay. This is not a musical. Let's stick with voice only. So yeah, what I was telling, I will repeat a little bit myself. So if you are looking to order M1 Pro or M1 Max, better get whatever you can get, and or be ready that you will have to wait for those customized MacBooks for a long time. So my friend ordered 64 gigabytes of RAM MacBook, 16-inch MacBook, and estimated delivery time is middle of April. That's crazy. Yeah, I turned music down. Just do not mess with that. I have to get audio kind of ready to have the possibility to monitor my sound. Otherwise, it's not clear how loud it is for you. Sounding good in California. Okay, great. So yeah, I'm on this M1 Pro for about a little bit more than a week, working every day, all day, and yeah, I used it for streaming, and I can already say that it is day and night difference between M1 and M1 Pro. Difference is really big. For streaming with M1, it was really hard to stream and program at the same time. Build time was really long. Even if I use that Ecamm application for streaming Ecamm Live, that is application which is developed especially for macOS operation system, right? And okay, OBS is a little bit more resource demanding and so on. Ecamm Live is kind of more friendly for Macs, but still, Xcode Ecamm Live build times was horribly long, and that pure machine was just almost dying. With M1 Pro, that is night and day difference. So streaming and programming is possible again. Unfortunately, I don't have so much time for co-working streams, but yeah, I can now again share code and stream at the same time. I was kind of a little bit worried. Maybe I need M1 Max instead of M1 Pro just because the streaming, but no, M1 Pro can handle that just fine without problems. Okay, have emergency request from message. One moment. Answer it. So yeah, M1 Pro for real is really awesome, and yeah, I was kind of on fence about getting M1 Max with 32 gigabytes of RAM, but that is 1000 more expensive option. So I'm happy that I decided to get this model because yeah, 1000 less expensive. I will wait for that even more than for this machine. And yeah, I was worried about getting it until the March, and if I would order M1 Max, maybe yeah, even that March will be kind of too fast to deliver. And yeah, about 14 versus 16-inch MacBook Pro. For a while I was kind of on the fence about getting 14-inch because it is kind of smaller. I was happy to get on smaller machine when I switched from 16-inch Intel to M1 MacBook Pro 13-inch because yeah, it is much smaller and easier to carry around. But after then I started to thinking about working while I'm traveling, and my trips usually that is moving from Latvia to some other country. And when I'm moving to that other country, yeah, I'm living in Airbnb and I'm not carrying my MacBook around. I don't know. I'm not going for hiking with that MacBook. I'm sitting at my Airbnb and working, and when I have free time, I'm going outside explore, and I'm leaving that MacBook at Airbnb. So bigger screen is actually better for me for traveling. Yeah, it's kind of hard to use that 16-inch MacBook Pro in planes and so on, but I'm flying, I don't know, maybe 6 times in a year, and in max that is, I don't know, if I'm even flying to Thailand, those are about 10 hours or a little bit more. That's very small amount of time. And yeah, then I don't know, I can use iPad on that plane or just read or just sleep or whatever, and yeah, work on bigger screen when I'm getting at the destination point. So that's my thinking behind getting 16-inch versus 14-inch. And yeah, if I would use it more at home than traveling, at home actually I do not care about screen size because at home I have external screen, and yeah, that's my thinking. That's my thinking behind 16 versus 14-inch. Yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah, Max costs too much because if you use that power, then of course there is no question about getting it. Because if you are, for example, professional video editor, then M1 Max, of course, that is better choice because you will use and utilize all those cores and so on. But for M1 Pro, for Xcode, M1 Pro versus M1 Max, there is almost no difference. So no reasons for programming to get that. Customer service. M1 Pro 8 open at 52 apps at all at once. Oh, interesting. M1 Pro 8 core. That could be kind of challenging to open all those 52 apps for 8 core machine, but yeah. I don't know. I guess you can follow actually Swift programming language that is kind of open source project, and you can follow changes, and you can join mailing lists and so on if you are interested to see future changes, to see are they going to change or not, and for sure they will change. Swift is kind of moving target. I'm using currently this iQnix wormhole keyboard. Varmilo, Varmilo Bang Opera. Let me check. What's that keyboard? Varmilo keyboard. Interesting. We took a look on that keyboard in one of the streams, right? Or not right? That was another keyboard. 18%. Varmilo keyboard. Can we share Opera online? Oh yeah, like that. Yeah, we took a look on that keyboard. Or that is different one. That was with without tilde key, right? Why you are so slow? Hello. I guess we took a look on that on one of those oh, it's it's nice. They have hieroglyphs on keyboard. That's fun. Oh no, actually it has all the function row, and yeah, that is 18% keyboard. I may like to use it. Interesting. This keyboard could help me with touch typing but those symbols are visible anyways. This one looks nice without numpad. I don't know. No, but there is again no tilde button. We need then this one, and that has numpad. Not a fan of that. But design looks really nice. I like it. But unlikely I am buying it. So yeah. Which configuration you got, Marco? You got 32 gigabytes of RAM, right? If I remember correctly. I was thinking about 32 gigabytes of RAM, but after some thinking and checking how I am really using my M1 MacBook, I decided that no, I kind of do not like to spend extra 450 euros for 32 gigabytes of RAM, because basically I just do not use it. I do not use more RAM. 16 gigabytes of RAM is just fine for my day-to-day use cases. Yeah, and my day-to-day use case is basically that is just programming, Xcode basically, streaming, also video editing. Basically, that is it. Yeah. API documentation to Swift 5. Oh, interesting. Frankly, I didn't know that it is outdated. I am kind of looking on documentation, but I didn't notice that it is outdated. 32 gigabytes max. Yeah, that's really powerful machine. Yeah. But you are developing for Android. You need powerful machine. Yeah, that's a really good question, Gigi. My story was kind of similar. I started programming back when iPhone 4 was kind of actual model for I started iOS development when iOS 4 was released, or was around, whatever, doesn't matter, but back in iOS 4 times, so it's how many versions ago, right? I bought a book, Big Ranch iOS development guide, something like that. Basically, I bought a book and I developed it up for iOS 4, and it was kind of hard for different reasons, and I kind of stuck few times with that, and basically that was kind of the same. I kind of just stopped coding, stopped programming, and then I became busy with my product management career and all that stuff. And and then iOS 7 was released. And I decided, and Swift was released, and I decided that I will give one more try, and I will start the same thing one more time, with this time using Swift and learning Swift. And yeah, how I succeeded, basically, I just decided that I will learn every day for about an hour, because I before that I kind of jumped on long weekends when I was learning, then during the week I kind of skipped learnings, then something happens on weekends, maybe some events or whatever, and you don't have time or willing to get back into the programming, and quite fast you already are 2 or even 3 weeks without programming. Basically, that's how you are dropping that learning ball. I highly suggest to agree with yourself what will be your schedule and stick to that schedule. For example, you can promise yourself that you will learn and program each day for at least half an hour. I guess you can find half an hour each day, even, I don't know, even if it is that most busy day. And if you can't, I don't know, just be honest with you. Do you like to find the time or not, and what is your priority? If that is important for you, you will find half an hour in a day, and then stick with your plan. Go and do that programming, learn for half an hour. If you will have more time, do more. If you don't have time, do at least that half an hour. And I don't know, in 6 months, just look back where you was when you started and where you are 6 months later. That works. Yes, there is plenty of iOS contracting work, and depends on region. Actually, about contracting work, talking about freelancing and all that stuff. If you will take a look on sites like Upwork, for example, you probably will see plenty of cross-platform jobs. But keep in mind that most of customers who are coming to Upwork, those are small or very small size businesses. You almost never will find a big customer on Upwork. Maybe you will find some medium-sized startup who is looking for hire. And yeah, basically we are talking about small businesses, they have small budgets and so on. They can't hire a big team, and they are looking for cross-platform applications and cross-platform developer. One developer who will make Android and iOS application and maybe can deliver website as well. For projects which has bigger budgets, more kind of serious requirements for developers, those probably can afford and do native development for each of the platform, because it is possible, of course, to develop application, use cross-platform application development tools, whatever you like, Flutter, React Native, whatever. But the very best application can be developed using native tools. So if you like to have best-in-class iOS application, you need to hire iOS developer. And those companies who can afford that, those usually has bigger budgets, and it is more nice to work for them. So there are jobs for native developers and there are jobs for cross-platform developers. You just choose whatever you like to do. Yeah, you're welcome. Just stick with your schedule and keep learning. What? I don't know. I don't know if that is true. So yeah. Oh, that's really nice to hear. Yeah, basically that is my kind of, I don't know, mission. Mission is kind of strong word, but kind of purpose of content what I'm putting out. One, of course, when I started, that was kind of reason to find like-minded people, just to find someone to, I don't know, talk even online. And other was the reason was kind of hope to find more customers, but currently I don't need customers and I have plenty of people to talk about, but I'm still continue to sharing, creating content and sharing kind of ideas with you guys just for that reason, to inspire you. Because quite often I heard that programming is hard to learn and so on, or impossible, or someone feel too dumb, or someone feel too old or too young to learn programming. But that is possible. You have just to sit on your ass and keep learning, and you will learn whatever you like to do. So be consistent. Yeah, it kind of depends. In my case, I am usually lately it's happened so that I am freelancing for bigger companies and for longer contracts. Basically, at the end of the day, that is almost like a employee in that company. You are just in consultant relationships, and I don't know. Basically, that is kind of long-term contract, and you are just have flat fee and do whatever tasks should be done for company. When I'm freelanced on smaller contracts, usually that was kind of smaller project with small scope of work, and basically you are doing just to get that project out in the world, and when it's finished, then you are done with that customer. So I kind of like to work on long-term contracts because you spend less time looking for next contract. Because in freelancing, you are spending quite a lot of time looking for next contract, and yeah. Okay, I will do. Hey Darkzone, welcome. Oh, what was first project when I started coding? Is the M1 that much better? M1 Pro, if you mean M1 Pro, then M1 Pro is really that much better comparing with M1. Yeah, first project when I started coding. That depends, because I started programming on. Oh, that's fine. I started programming on this machine. That is ZX Spectrum clone, and my is powered with ATEM. Here it is, with ATEM sticker. So that's kind of getting turbo boost to that machine. And that machine has built-in basic compilator, and very first program I did was just program in basic, which was kind of command line program where this application asked it to enter name and then made some dialogue with that person which entered name. So that was my first program. If you're talking about iOS applications, I developed location kind of application which was able to read your coordinates and send those coordinates by email or by SMS. We discussed it with few guys locally in Latvia and Twitter that is strange that our emergency services don't have possibility to somehow find location for person who is calling to that emergency service. And I developed an application back then, very simple application. That application just read coordinates and send that coordinates by email or by SMS. That's it. That's all what that application did. Application was developed using Objective-C. Yeah, that was it, yeah. Hey, brother Lucas. Hello, neighbors. Lithuania sounds good, hospital not so much. No, I'm not Czech. I am Latvian. I'm living in Latvia, born here, spent all the life here in Latvia. If you have a big contract for several years, you will try to say that you are employee. Yeah, probably. But I don't know. I'm contracted actually by one of US companies for a few years already. So sometimes, yeah, probably that works, sometimes not. I frankly don't remember even what we wrote in that contract, but I just signed a new contract a few months ago about with another one company, and that is kind of open-end contract, just working whenever, how long we would like. We have to just say to each other that we would like to close this contract, and that's it. Basically, that's kind of similar to full-time job, but yeah, we have clearly described in that contract that I'm contractor and I'm not employee of that company. So yeah, sure, there are some benefits to that company as well to do not hire you as employee because, I don't know, additional taxes, maybe something else, all of that stuff, yeah. Okay. Did I miss something else? No, probably I answered all your questions. So yeah, let's drug tests to take contracts? No, I don't need to do that. I could use drugs or be drunk, but only what is necessary that is to ship the product. I don't know. Hi Anton, what do you think about UK iOS full-time job market? Let me say so. I never tried to get job in US as iOS developer, but I'm getting calls from LinkedIn recruiters all the time. Even I don't have I don't have anything that I opened it for new jobs or something. I have in my profile that I'm kind of already working on contracts. I have that included in kind of my profile, that I'm not looking for opportunities or whatever else. And still, they still writing and even calling. I just got call from one recruiter yesterday, and he asked, "Yeah, do I have anyone else who is open?" And that was even a remote contract. That wasn't that. Yeah, that was job for UK company, but they was open for remote contract. They called me before. I already said a few times that I'm not looking forward to move over to UK. I would consider a remote job and so on. And yeah, one of those recruiters, I don't know, didn't hear from that for a few months. He called back and said that yeah, there is some contract with possibility to work remote. They are looking for freelancers, blah blah blah. So I feel that just looking on that, I feel that job market in UK is quite hot. Do not see problems to get job there. How good are salaries and all that stuff? I don't know, frankly. I didn't dig in those details. But they're paying at least market average salaries, so that should be fine. That should be better comparing, I don't know, with Latvian salaries and so on. Of course, if you have to live in London, that is expensive city, blah, blah, blah. So that depends. But is there work? Is there job? Yeah, definitely. Actually, that's how I am planning to use it in my trips. But 16-inch MacBook Pro screen is just beautiful. I have 4K 32-inch screen, which is not so bright or colorful next to the 16-inch, and I don't know, that feels kind of miserable comparing with my 16-inch. But to work daily from MacBook screen and iPad only, that feels little bit too extreme. But I will do that in March for at least 2 weeks. I will be for 2 weeks aboard, and I will work. So we'll see. Maybe even I will come back. I will not like to see this monitor anymore. But frankly, I'm waiting for March event from Apple, and fingers crossed. I hope that we will see external monitors from Apple, because currently situation with external monitors is kind of horrible. There are not so many monitors to buy, and if you like to get good monitor from Apple, then you have to buy iMac. And yeah, I don't want iMac. I want external monitor. Oh, hi, Bangkok. It should be really late for you in Bangkok. It should be middle of the night. It's interesting. Are you still awake, or you already are you an early bird and you are already up? I am not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I use it. Yeah, I'm still working out how I would like to work. Currently, I moved my 16-inch MacBook Pro here, so on the side, and I have two monitors around. It kind of works because then I can use external keyboard. When I had MacBook on the desk, I used MacBook keyboard, and then I used MacBook screen, like mine screen, and that was kind of secondary screen. I didn't figure it out yet how I would like to work, because that MacBook screen, that's definitely is the best screen in the house currently. iPad screen is kind of second best, and yeah, then is iPhone, and then all the rest monitors. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, because if I am putting that MacBook on the table, then I'm kind of looking down, and that, of course, is not good. I don't know. Huh. That's interesting. Here in Latvia, marijuana is out of law. Basically, that is criminal thing to smoke or even have marijuana I'm not even talking about selling. Basically, marijuana and heroin from law perspective, that is the same. So I don't know. I don't do drugs, but yeah, nothing. I'm working. Yeah, as I said, I'm working for one US company, and I never was tested. I don't know. I have 24-inch 4K monitor. That is kind of too small for my eyes to use it in 4K resolution. I tried 27-inch 4K monitor. That also is not perfect in 4K resolution. 32-inch, it feels, for size-wise, it feels okay for me. Yeah, but that's very subjective. Okay, we have spammers in the chat. That happens. Nightbot will take care about them. Labas vakaras, Darius. That really depends on company. That 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 depends on company. There is no just common thing. When you are contractor, that can be, for example, I was working and currently just signed an agreement that I'm working as contractor, but I'm working in team. Basically, that company has their own team and they have all the kind of, I don't know, uh, feature review meetings, sprint planning, all that stuff. Basically, you have your, in that company we're using Pivotal Tracker, but whatever, Jira, GitHub issues, whatever company is using, you just have tasks. You are working on them. You are asking for estimates. You are providing estimates, all that stuff. Basically, almost like working in a company. Uh, in another also kind of a little bit bigger, but also contracting work, also relatively big project, we are just getting kind of features. We are getting kind of business requirements, just make it happen and working on tasks. So depends. If you will work on small projects like, I don't know, average Upwork project, you will just get kind of general business requirements even without any technical requirements whatever, and you are basically just working on that like project based thing. Basically you are working from zero till the release to the app store, building that MVP, and there are no tasks at all. Basically I would say that depends on size on and how technically savvy is that company which is hiring you. So it can be assigned task in task management system, or that can be, here is business problem, please help to solve it. Yeah. Yeah, UK, they are paying good salaries, and if you can find a remote job, that's just perfect. I'm not a big fan to move around because I have family, 2 kids, dog, wife, all that stuff. So I'm not looking at all to possibilities to move somewhere. So yeah, working remotely only. You're welcome. Yeah, actually I didn't do review for that monitor. I'm thinking about making it, but yeah, didn't do. It's it's really cheap, yeah, for that functionality what that monitor has. And what I like that this monitor works as kind of smart TV as well. Basically, you have a remote for it, has some smart TV. I don't know how home button, whatever. Basically, here is Netflix button, Prime Video button, and so on. So. Uh, I just bought it. I was thinking I would like to try 32-inch 4K monitor size-wise to see how I feel with that size. And for I got it for 300 euros. For that price, that is great monitor. Yeah, on con side it is not bright, but it is bright enough for darkish country where I am living. Latvia is not the most sunny place in the world. So yeah, and yeah, if you are not willing to use it anymore, you always can give it away to kids or parents or whoever to use it as TV. Whoa, no, sorry. I learned C in university and I learned C++ on my own because I was kind of thinking that maybe I would like to get C++ developers job, but I didn't do that. So sorry, but no. Memory leak. Interesting. I use it. I'm using iPad more actively when I am outside, away from my desk. Then I'm using it as external monitor. Just yeah, Sidecar. Even before Sidecar, there was. I already will not remember application, but there was application which was developed by guys who was working before in Apple, and that was working even before Sidecar as external monitor. So I'm using iPad as external monitor for a while ago already. And yeah, almost every time when I'm going for trips with 13-inch, definitely that was kind of better, more comfortable, and so on to have another screen. And one more kind of trick, I'm usually trying to get a HDMI cable with me, because then you can plug in TV as secondary monitor. That also helps. Even if you just like to watch some Netflix, if it is not available in that Airbnb or hotel and so on. Yeah, thank you, Nightbot, for a good job. Okay. I'm with you, Marco. Yeah, Pivotal is worst task management system from all that I used so far. I don't know, maybe some surprises waiting me still, but yeah, I'm in Pivotal currently. Yes, definitely, but I will say that you do you kind of, right? Because you see if the 28 MacBook Pro is already a little bit too slow for you, upgrade will be huge if you will jump to 2018. That is Intel, right? Yeah. So if you will get M1 Pro 2021, yeah, that is M1 Pro base model, improvement will be huge. I upgraded to M1 from Intel i7 16-inch MacBook Pro. That already was huge kind of boost for performance, and now when I upgraded from M1 to M1 Pro, again that is boosting performance. For me, most valuable resource is time, because I can't just buy more time. I can delegate some work or something else, or I can buy time when I'm buying faster machine to do the job that I do faster. So time is most valuable resource for me. And if by upgrading machine, which basically is my main money generation, resource generation device, if by upgrading I can work faster, I'm doing that. Of course, there should be some reasons and reasoning and some calculations. For example, M1 Max and 64 gigabytes of RAM could be more powerful machine like this one what I am using currently, but that will not give me any speed improvements, because Xcode working in about the same speed comparing with M1 Pro and M1 Max, but upgrade from M1 to M1 Pro is still significant. So, short answer was yes, but you know better. Do you really need this upgrade, and are you earning money using that machine? If you're earning money using that machine, so you will work faster, you will be more efficient, and you will have more time for procrastination or serials or whatever you like to do. That is 32 inches. Yeah, that should work, but cables, USB-C cables, that is really tricky niche, because some cables deliver just power, some cables deliver video signal, and I frankly do not know how to recognize which one do what. What's favorite? I like just forgot. This is a shame. How was that beer brewery? Labietis. Oh, remember, Labietis. That is... Labietis. This beer. They are nice. They're doing a lot of different beers, and they're good. Really, really good, yeah. And fun fact, guy who running that brewery, who started that brewery, when I was working in payments, that guy was working in payments as well. He was working in IT in one of big banks in Latvia. He was kind of leading guy in IT segment there. In IT, I mean that servers, all that stuff. And yeah, that was his passion project to make beer, and currently that is quite big brewery. I don't know him personally. I was just in touch a few times when I was working in payments as well. Just talking about career switches. All right, that's funny. He moved from tech to beer making, beer crafting. Yeah, probably. Yeah, we can name those, yeah, snobs. Yeah. Any microphone? AirPods are kind of nice, but for microphones, yeah. I'm using this microphone is very old already. You can't buy that. That is ATR Ars Technica 2000 USB something microphone. It's not bad. It's good. But I don't know kind of good and cheap suggestions. I know that Arch Technica has kind of second generation for those microphones, but I don't know how good they are. And yeah, they cost about 100. It's not, let's say, very cheap. I know that there are something like this microphone. This microphone basically, that is Arch Technica. What was the model? Actually, let me check for you. Let's open my... actually, that should be here. Let me silent myself, otherwise I will distract myself. Favorite microphone. This one probably was... That is video mic. Yeah, I don't have it here. $2,000 USB, something like that. It was Ars Technica. Yeah, I will not found it anymore. But basically, that was, yeah. This was is good, but that is for putting it on camera. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have good and cheap suggestion. I have a few microphones which I would like to get by myself, but those are not cheap. So yeah, i7, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 15 inch. Wow. Yeah, M1 Pro will fly. That will be huge upgrade for you. That will be really huge upgrade for you. Mm, yeah, I had I had exactly, but I had 16-inch i7, so that's a little bit one generation newer i7, but probably speed-wise difference is not so big, and improvements was quite big comparing with M1, and M1 Pro will be even more. Yeah. Hmm. Google Photos is. I'm not using Google Photos Figma. Let's try. Let's try. That's a good question. I didn't see problem like that, but we can check just now. And you are saying that zoom in and zoom out doesn't work, right? Oh, I don't know, kind of works okay-ish. Oh, now I lost mouse. I just moved outside Figma. That's it. Because position of the Mac is not very handy for me. No, can't say that I see problem like that. Works for me just fine. Oh, I lost my overlays. Where it is? Where it is? Yeah, that beer is good. Yeah, check that. Trackback works fine for me. I know. I will get. Here we will get back. Yeah. Wow, original 27. Those are quite old displays already. If MacBooks pick up newer USB-C connections, I don't know about that old display and new MacBooks. But yeah, for me, connection with external displays works just fine. I don't have Apple display. Yeah, can't say. Huh. Hi, Paul. So you got your MacBook. That's great. Everyone. Yeah. Hello. Oh, Ronalds Akmentiņš. Sveiks. What is my proportion? I will say 4 to yeah, proportion 4 to 1. I'm thinking about working days, so I'm, let's say, working hours. I'm kind of working every day, and video, let's say, I'm spending for about 1.5 day for videos. Let's say so, about that. I try to measure time. I'm not measuring time for all days, every days in every week, but I measure time for average video. So an average video takes for me from 6 to 10 hours to create I'm talking about one YouTube video. That's, let's say, from 6 to 10 minutes video. That's about 6 to 10 hours of creating it. And of course, there are kind of easier videos, there are kind of longer videos, but that's my average. Yeah, also I'm creating content for Instagram, for TikTok, and so on. So all that takes a little bit of time. Actually, for videos, I hired freelancer editor who is helping me now with video editing. That's that helps, yeah. That helps for, I don't know, you can try to find which videos are edited by me, which videos are edited by him. But we have already um, 4, 5, maybe even 5 videos maybe already on the channel. So lately we are mixing few videos making few videos he's editing. Hello, Lucas. What was my first? My first Apple computer was MacBook, that white plastic MacBook. That was my very first Apple computer. And before that, I already was running Hackintosh. Yeah. That's no one knows when that Air will come out, right? That Air. Currently, we are expecting to have. Let me say so. I doubt we will see that Air earlier than in autumn, but no one knows for sure, right? Currently, we are expecting spring event. That spring event most likely will be iMacs, maybe Mac Mini with the same processors what we already have in Mac Pro. M1Pro, M1Max processors in iMacs and Mac Mini. So that's what we can expect in the spring or later in summer. No one knows, but new new MacBook Airs most likely will have some kind of M1, basically maybe M2 chip, something like that. If Apple will continue the same path what they already did, then we will see M2 or whatever chip in those Airs. Those probably will have same limitations what M1 has, less monitor support, maybe RAM limitations, whatever, and so on. And those most likely will come out in autumn. So that depends. Do you need that machine now? If you need now, I will buy that 14-inch MacBook. That Air most likely will be less powerful than this 14-inch MacBook. Maybe that will have about the same computing power, but will have other limitations, as I already said. Less ports, less monitors supported, less GPU cores, all that stuff. I don't know. If you have limited budget, M1 is still great machine. You can just buy, maybe even can find used M1 MacBook Air and use it until you will see that you need upgrade. Hey, I'm doing well. 32 gigabytes and 1 terabyte is really expensive, totally agree. So that's why I decided to go with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Because yeah, when you're getting that 32 gigabytes, you're already thinking that, wow, you can add a little bit more and then you can get M1 Max chip and have more GPU cores, and that is not half thousand upgrade, it is already full 1000 upgrade, so it's pricey, yeah. Hello. Camera is, I don't know, I'm not using MacBook camera. I don't even don't have willing to switch to MacBook camera now just for experiment, because camera is still horribly bad. And I don't know, iPad camera was better for a while already. iPhone camera was better for a while already than old MacBook cameras, and this new one, I don't know why we have kind of loud announcements from Apple that camera still is garbage. I totally agree. Disappointed, yeah. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Favorite YouTube channels for coding. I like Sean Allen channel. He's really good, and I like how he's teaching. But to be frank, I am not following his channel anymore because he's working mostly on tutorials and so on. And at the same moment, at the one moment, you are kind of done with tutorials, and it's not interesting anymore. Paul Hudson has nice channel like that. Those two. No, monitor situation is mess. Yeah, for programming, it's great machine. Yeah, we have kind of mix. We had currently it is snow outside, but yeah, temperature is around 0, and it's mixing snow, rain, and it's really fun because rain falling to the streets, freezing immediately, and then it is really fun driving. Yes, it is possible to get fixed salary. If you will get long-term contract, you will sign long-term contract with company with fixed salary. So yeah, of course. Hello, long time no see. Sorry, yeah, I'm not showing up on Twitch for a while already. It's better, and it's not, but it is not good exactly. What is my favorite channel? I like Raphael Ludwig's channel about freelancing and his channel about photos. Let's open my YouTube. I have way too long subscription list. In my YouTube. So my favorite channels: Raphael Ludwig Freelancing, Peter Lindgren, sorry. Those are guys about filmmaking. And I'm not following too much programmers. Actually, I highly recommend Alex Ziskind. He is doing a lot of reviews for latest Macs and all the gear from programmer's perspective. That's a really great channel for that. Recommend that. What else? I don't know even. Yeah, I'm not following too many programming channels. I'm kind of more in freelancing, not freelancing, video editing and all that stuff. Yeah. If I have to say favorites, I really enjoyed to watch Casey Neistat back then when he was vlogging, but he's not posting videos often anymore. Yeah. Airbuddy 2, love that little gadget. Airbuddy 2. I will check, yeah. What is Airbuddy 2? I know that there was app Airbuddy. Yeah. That application to connect. Yeah. That Rainbow is a guy from Brazil, iOS developer from Brazil is building that application. I know that. Yeah, maybe I need it. I don't know. Yeah, Rainbow's iPhone 11. I see. Rainbow from Brazil is developing that application. I know him. Yeah. Yes, do not forget to hit that like button. Definitely, you have to do that, guys. That's how you play this game. Yeah. No, Mac doesn't detect that your monitor is in vertical. You have to say that in configuration. There is no way to detect that. There are no sensors in monitor, right? How Mac will know that? It could try with iPad, but with monitor there is zero chance to detect that. Okay, so yeah, you got my suggestions for great YouTube channels. You see Raphael's comment in the chat. Go and give a follow to Raphael and spam his videos with comments. Greetings from iOS. And we are running over hour already. That's what I planned for this live stream. And yeah, we'll see if there will be, if that will work and there will be interest in these live streams. We can try to do that regularly. And Wednesday kind of feels a good day for me to do those streams. And at about this time. Usually I keep live streams as unlisted. Maybe as an experiment I will leave this live stream as a video. We'll see how that will work. Usually live streams has horrible retention, kind of watching time usually is horrible on live streams because no one really likes to go on YouTube and watch horror or longer video. So usually everyone is jumping on YouTube, watching 5, 10, max 50 minutes video and jumping to the next one. So I assume that we are on 17K already? Really? Wait a minute. Am I? Your channel. Oh, nice, guys. Thank you. We are on 70K. I missed it that it is already reached. Yeah. It's better without music. Yeah, I believe, yeah, that could be so. I'm used a little bit to have music on live streams because I'm using music in background for programming. We'll see. Yeah. 70K. Really cool. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone. Do not dare to go and unsubscribe to get me back down below 70K. And if someone is not subscribed yet, please do. Yeah, but actually subscribe only if you are watching videos regularly because otherwise there is no point to subscribe. That is just hurt the channel if you have subscribers who are not watching videos. Yeah, Raphael has 2 channels. One is about freelancing and money management. I expect that channel will blow up because he's talking about freelancing from filmmaker's perspective, but that doesn't matter. Basics are about the same. I even noticed that we have some videos basically about the same topics on videos. Basically, I'm talking about from programming perspective, he from filmmaking perspective, but that's the same video, let's say so. Apple will not release new processor in this year, and if they will release, that will be base model, for example, something for Air, and I doubt I will buy it. I already had chance to buy more powerful processor, M1Max, and I didn't buy it because there is no benefits for me. So yeah, 70K is a lot. That's huge. I agree. And when I started Instagram, I was kind of thinking that could be great to get 1,000 followers. And yeah, currently Instagram is on 70 something thousands, not 17, but 70,000 subscribers. That is crazy. I'm living in city with about 50K population, so that's crazy. That's just crazy. And yeah, 70K on YouTube. That's also huge. It's it's nice that I can make videos and share those online, and there are so many people who are enjoying those. That's really nice. Yeah, Rafael doing good job selling himself. But yeah, that's actually about his freelancing channel. Yeah. That's big secret, but there is Discord already. I'm not kind of pushing that Discord channel a lot, but I even do not include that in latest video descriptions. But if you will go to older videos, you still can find it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, 10K is huge. Yeah. 10K was really kind of long way to go. 70 also, yeah, crazy big, yeah. Rafael will help you, yeah. Just check his advice, yeah. I do also some channels, some videos about kind of money making and so on, but he's doing much more, yeah. Advice from cold call sales. Uh, Rafael could do that, but mm, yeah, depends on product. Your product was in small and medium size retail market, so I will still stick with social networks. Discord is hidden in old video descriptions. Okay, guys, let's finish it here. It was really nice surprise. I frankly I missed that I reached that 70K. We were close to that. There was 60K 800 something, and I totally missed how we get to that 70. Cool. that was a really nice surprise. I have to check what is that. Beach 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 shoot sounds interesting. Yeah, exactly. Social marketing, I will say. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, and see you on next one. I will do my best to stick to the weekly. I'm doing weekly video uploads, as you may see that, and I will try to stick to weekly streams as well. And I think that better it is shorter, but let's say regular, because those co-working streams, I had weeks when I was streaming every day for 6 to 8 or even more hours, and were weeks when I was almost, yeah, didn't stream at all. And I already know that I will be aboard in March. I will be not able to stream. I have busy February. That will be kind of hard to stream. I mean, co-working streams, but I could do that 1 hour in a week. And if you will willing to come, so we can do that. Okay, thank you everyone. I will keep this video up on channel. We'll see how bad that will work, how horrible idea is that, and then I will decide what to do with next videos. Okay, thank you for coming. Bye bye everyone. Do not forget to those like buttons. And if you didn't subscribe it yet, yeah, that is my kind of last time when I am reminding you today. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.